Hello and welcome to Loosen the Screws Live. I am your host, Jordan Schatz. It is Friday. It is 1 p.m. Pacific time. We are in Loosen the Screws Facebook group. I'm using a camera I don't normally use, so hopefully I still look devastatingly handsome as normal. Hopefully you can hear me okay using the new Yeti mic. Let me know. If you can see me okay, let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know that all is well, where you are, what you're doing. I can't always see exactly who's checking in using the platform I'm broadcasting from. I think you can click a little thing to make it available for me to see. If not, no big deal. But go ahead, say hello. Let me know that you're out there and that you can see me okay and that there's actual sound coming through the microphone. Today, we're getting into one of my favorite topics. To be honest, all we cover here are favorite topics of mine. But today is one that's particularly close to my heart. This is power napping for world domination. Can I promise you world domination? No. But can I promise you a myriad of many benefits that come from power napping? Yes. Benefits are physical, benefits are emotional, benefits are for your overall health and well-being, including improved alertness and performance, including reduced stress and anxiety, which is a priority for those of us in this group, including increased productivity, improved physical health, including reducing blood pressure, improving your cardiovascular function, boosting the immune system, and improved memory consolidation. So this is a real benefit in terms of your mental ability and your cognitive ability. Landing on it right there. So your ability to transfer memories from short-term to long-term, your ability to make decisions quickly and clearly, all of these things can be benefited from adopting a power nap practice. A lot of this research and a lot of this information is not just anecdotal. This is coming from research from the National Sleep Foundation, from Harvard Medical School, from University of California, Berkeley, as well as NASA. They've all studied different aspects of power napping, different aspects of how napping can benefit you in terms of physical health, mental well-being, cognition, recovery, all those sorts of things. So this is an area of practice that has been well studied, an area of practice that continues to be studied as we find out more and more about how power napping can help you feel better, think better, live better. Great. So what are some of the things we want to keep in mind when we're getting into power napping, when we're creating a practice? What are the things we want to do to get the most out of it? So the most important thing, the thing that people, my clients run into a lot of, the thing that I personally have run into is the idea of permission. Give yourself permission to take a nap. Again, we're not saying this is you're gonna crawl in bed and sack out for 3 or 4 hours in the middle of the day. A power nap here is 10 to 20 minutes. Sometimes I will do a 25-minute power nap, but we're not even going to touch on that today. Today, we're going to touch on that sweet spot, 10 to 20 minutes. That's the area where you actually get into the beginning stages of sleep. That's where you can begin to start to get the benefits that come from resting your body and clearing your mind. But it's also that area that keeps you from slipping into what is known as sleep inertia, that area that starts to pull you down into the deeper phases of sleep, going to pull you down towards deeper REM sleep. And that's the kind of sleep that is harder to shake off after a nap. So one of the things we want to keep in mind when we're engaging in a nap is we want to rest, we want to rejuvenate, we want to recharge, but we don't want to get stuck in that sticky area where it just feels like we want to keep sleeping, where we feel groggy, where we feel heavy. We want to avoid that. Obviously, in the middle of your day, in your afternoon, you want to boost in energy. You don't want to feel like you need to go right back to sleep. The other thing to keep in mind here when we're talking about power napping, we're talking about that area in the afternoon where most of us begin to feel a bit of a fade, either because of It's post lunch, either because we've been up for a while or because we're not getting enough sleep. We're not getting enough quality sleep because we're relying on caffeine to get us through the day. That's one of the things that you should keep in mind and keep an eye out and be aware of, that you might benefit from power napping. A lot of us start to feel that fade. If you're really starting to feel that, this is a sign that here's a tool for you to use. If you find you need caffeine in the afternoon to get you through your day, that's a sign that you could really benefit from this practice. The caffeine is doing you no favors. It might help get you through the day. And believe me, this is coming from someone who loves caffeine, who loves afternoon caffeine, who's had to make some adjustments in that regard. Not because it's disruptive to my sleep overall, but because when you ingest caffeine later in the day, it can affect your ability to get deep sleep at night. So it may not affect your ability to go to sleep. It may not even affect your ability to stay asleep, but it may affect your ability to get as deep as you would like to get that good sleep during the night. So by avoiding caffeine for that boost, by relying on a quick power nap, you can help get that deeper sleep at night for more energy during the day. So contrary to what some people may believe, that taking a nap might throw off their ability to get great sleep at night, it actually helps to boost your ability to get great sleep at night. It helps to balance your circadian rhythms, and it helps to build that skill of being able to fall asleep quickly and easily anywhere, anytime. The skill you use for napping is the skill you can use later in the evening when you go to sleep. So some context, some tips, some things to keep in mind. What about technique? How do we do it? What's the best way to go about power napping? So we have just a few simple steps. We don't like to overcomplicate this at all. Those of you who have particularly active minds, those of you who are particularly fidgety, who have a hard time sitting still, while this might seem a little bit challenging at first, this is exactly the kind of thing that you need to double down on to help quiet that active mind, to help ease the physical sort of fidgetiness, that inability to sit still, the inability to focus. This will help boost that. Great thing here is you're only going in for a few minutes at a time. Okay, you're not committing to an elaborate endeavor. You're committing to a few minutes of deep relaxation, committing to a few minutes of giving yourself permission to relax, to refresh, to re-energize. Think about for just a moment what the rest of your day might be like if you had a little bit more energy, if you were a little less stressed out, if you were a little more capable of making decisions without feeling frayed, without feeling frazzled, without feeling stressed out. Those are the benefits that come from napping. Think about what it might be like to fall asleep more easily and to get better sleep at night. So all of those things can come from by giving yourself permission to take 10 minutes, 20 minutes in the afternoon. Sit down someplace quiet, go to your car. If you can go outside, that's always really nice. You want to be someplace where you can be undisturbed. One of the people who taught me this method really recommends that you do it in a chair. And if I'm napping for between 10 and 20 minutes, I like to do it seated in a chair, maybe on a couch. Car's really nice too. A longer nap, you might lie down, but generally speaking, that's one of the things that can suck you down into deeper levels of sleep. So we want to be aware of that. The other thing here is your best friend, apart from your intention, apart from your permission, apart from just doing this, the best friend here is going to be a timer. You want to set a timer for yourself. 12 minutes is a great place to start, maybe 15. You'll experiment. You'll find out sort of the exact range that's good for you, keeping in mind that you want to avoid going too deep. So start on the shallower side. Start at 10 or 12 minutes. See how that feels. 15 minutes for a lot of people is the sweet spot. So someplace comfortable where you can be quiet and undisturbed, somewhere where you can close your eyes, somewhere where you can feel safe, somewhere where you can go inwards. Set a timer. Sorry, let me refer to my notes, make sure I don't miss anything that we love here. And then settle in with a few deep breaths. Set your intention for the next few minutes. It can be as simple as taking a quick power nap. I'm resting deeply, and just a few minutes from now, we'll feel new and refreshed. Your mind will meet your expectation. So set that expectation for yourself. Just going to close my eyes for a few minutes so that I can feel more energized when I open my eyes. I can feel more balanced, calm, and in control just a few minutes from now. I'm going to close my eyes, relax, go inward for just a few minutes. As simple as that. Set that intention for yourself. Give yourself the permission. Set that intention. Go ahead and start your timer. Allow your eyes to close. And just tell yourself, I feel calm. I feel relaxed. I feel in control. Maybe you're telling yourself those things because you actually feel those things, or you're telling yourself those things to help encourage yourself to feel those things. Don't judge it. Don't examine it. Just allow yourself to go through this process. I feel calm. I feel relaxed. I feel in control. Focus on deepening physical relaxation. Notice how relaxed you can make those eyelids. They're very small muscles. They're the easiest muscles in your body to relax. Focus your awareness there. Feel your arms getting heavier and heavier. Imagine they're like wet towels or cooked pasta. Same for your legs. Focus on the breath coming in and out of your body. Give yourself again the permission to explore these physical sensations. By inviting relaxation in, you invite tension to leave. And just by taking a few moments to allow yourself to disconnect from the world around you and to relax physically, you are going to gain benefit from this practice. So it's not always about getting to sleep or unlocking a nap. It's about taking some time to unplug, unwind, and recharge. So just by going through this process, relaxing yourself from head to toe, noticing what that feels like, you will start to gain the benefits of this practice. Some people recommend a countdown here. I personally don't require one. Some people I work with who I've coached through this process really like it. So 10, I'm going deeper, I'm going inside. 9, I can relax more and more. 8, and on, all the way down to 0. You can start your countdown at 5, you can start it at 7, whatever works for you. Again, if you're someone who has a tendency to have a racing mind, it's a tendency to wander a little bit, something like this can provide a bit of guidance, can provide some guardrails that help keep you on task, as it were, with this particular endeavor. So count yourself down. Some people really like to just engage with a color or open their minds to see an image, a symbol, something that will help them. Some people just engage with pleasant nothingness. So no judgment, just more calm. I personally like to engage with a sense of pleasant nothingness. Physical relaxation, clearing of the mind. Don't think, go blank. Don't think, go blank. Anytime you notice a thought coming up, understand that's what thoughts do, and understand that now's not really the time to chase it. You can let that thought go, and you can bring your awareness back to deepening physical relaxation or clearing the mind, or simply the sensation of your breath. It's all about relaxing, letting go, going deeper, going inside. Allow yourself to continue down that path. There's a good chance your conscious awareness will disengage. And when your alarm goes off, you will be pleasantly surprised by the amount of time that it seems has passed. And the amount of relaxation, the amount of rejuvenation, the amount of re-energizing you've been able to tap into, to bring to your body, to bring to your mind in just those few minutes. So timer's up, take a breath, stretch out, resist the urge to continue, I know it can be very difficult, particularly if you're up near 20 minutes or further. The call of those deeper sleep cycles might be calling to you. I understand it, but understand the benefit of this practice comes from keeping it brief, from keeping it in that 10 to 20 minute window and getting consistent with that, conditioning your mind and your body to understand that this is what a nap is. This is what happens when you set this intention, when you give yourself this permission, and when you engage in this process. So another great tip, if you can do this at approximately the same time every day, your body and your mind will become more and more conditioned to this process and will begin to respond even better, even better, and respond in a way that becomes more and more automatic, more and more natural, and requires less of your conscious awareness. Your unconscious will start to take over because it's familiar with this process and understands the benefits that you are getting from it. The benefits that come from improving the rest of your day, the benefits that come from improving your ability to sleep at night, the benefits that come the next day because you're getting better sleep, because your energy, your awareness, your attention, your cognitive ability is all more stable and consistent. So, power napping, is it the key to world domination? Maybe. Is it the key to feeling better, thinking more clearly, getting better sleep, having more consistent and sustainable energy across your days and your evenings? Is it the key to becoming more energized, more present, more competent, and more creative? Yes. Will that lead you to world domination? Maybe. We'll see. So, thank you so much for joining me today. Get into the power napping. Let me know if you have any questions. This has a huge impact on your ability to loosen the screws on stress and anxiety. When you can control how well you sleep, when you are getting the appropriate amount of deep rest, when you're able to tap into your energy, your creative ability, all of these things have an impact on how you experience stress and anxiety, will reduce how you experience stress and anxiety, and boost your ability to be the most capable version of yourself. So get into power napping. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see covered here on in our community. Again, my name is Jordan Schatz. I'm your host of this live mini workshop. I'm your host here in Loosen the Screws, where we are busy people taking on stress and anxiety in an unpredictable and chaotic world. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. I'll be back again next week. Been working on a few things, some things I'm very excited to share with you. And we'll start touching on that next week. All right. Thank you so much. Be well.